If we are going to get to the crossroad in time, we have to wake a road. The snow is covering it right now, but underneath us is one of the Emperor's old roads, or what's left of it at least. Zimma, will you do the honors?
Fine.
You're right, Aleph, you could make one, but since you aren't used to working with your powers, I think it's better we let Zimma handle this. Do you feel that? While walking on a road that's awake, you won't get tired and you can travel a lot faster.
She can. She's the one who taught me how to make guard fires.
However, since my ancestors have lived according to the Sied and we're expecting the guard any day now, I thought it's better not to give them something to complain about. If they recognize half the things I've been doing, they won't leave my cottage until the end of days. Zimma's father, Emperor Kjarr, came from the tradition, so even though Zimma's a girl, it's a lot better than me making one.
I've lived with both the guards and moon priestesses. My actual mother stemmed from the tradition as well, but since in public, Mona was my mother, we pretended I came from both lines. Actually, no. I think you, me, Mona and Svikari are the only ones alive today who knows the truth.
It's almost midnight. We have to hurry if we're going to make it on time. We're going to perform a ritual. During the solstice... How do I explain this so that you can understand?
Shit gets weird. Creatures stuck underground can roam the earth. Past, present, and future lose their meaning. And if you do the ritual correctly, and survive the process, you can see things. Like what is to come, for example.
Exactly. At midnight, the Covenant is temporarily absolved. That's why we need to have gotten to the crossroads, performed the ritual, and be far away from there by midnight. Because underneath, a demon is buried. He wasn't always a demon. They are not born, but made. I think this one was an elf once, captured and buried underneath the crossroad to give it its power. Not quite alive, but also not quite dead. At midnight, he is let free for a while, and if he finds anyone of the blood, he will make sure their death is slow and painful.
Mom, I don't think this is a good idea. They just learned how to make a guard fire. I can take them back to the cottage. I don't mind missing the...
Both of you are staying. I know Fadir sent you on this mission. Or am I wrong?
He told us to find Svikari.
Then whatever you see tonight might come in handy. We're here. Aleph, once the ritual is done, we have to run. Choose one of the roads neither I nor Zimma chooses and run as if your life depended on it. Because it does. The demon will have a hard time to figure out who to follow, and by the time it decides, we will be far away. Tonight you will see and hear things, but it's important you don't try to interact with it. If they're visions, you'll disturb them and they might vanish altogether. If they are something else, you might lure them to you. Just pretend like they aren't there. You may only look at visions, nothing else. Got it? Good. Vitina mor castanot. Et stajanana, tundra, duvarse, venjod, obegroven, sleep dinner bajor, o lot, blooded, skoda vod, vi masia. Run. Run as far as you can and don't stop.
child. Turn around. Aren't you curious? What's the worst that can happen? Just looking isn't going to kill you. Come on, child of the blood. Just turn around and look into my eyes. I know you can hear me. I know you're scared. You're holding your breath, and your hands are shaking. Don't be scared. I'm not going to hurt you. You and I are the same, after all. The people of the blood have taken things from the both of us. They took your father, and they took my life. Took me from a family I once had. Foolish child.
Leave! Go back to your hole.
You have no power here. The blood has no power tonight.
Worm! You have forgotten your place. I am not of the blood. I am above the blood. Your Empress commands you. Crawl back to the hole in which you belong. Feed of the roots of the living. Drink of the blood, worm.
But the Covenant
is absolved tonight. But I am above the Covenant. I am above the blood, and I am above you. I know it, and you know it too. So kneel, worm. Kneel before your Empress, and then crawl back to the hole from which you came. This child is under my protection, and you shall not lay a finger on them. Not tonight. Not ever.
Yes, Your Grace.
Thanks, Elif. You're right. It didn't touch you, right? Good. Good. Because I saw it. My second vision was it tearing into your flesh. Made it just in time. Knew this wasn't a good idea. But you're alright. That's what's important. No. You wouldn't have been able to stop it. Not even if you had made a fire. The blood holds no power over the creatures underground tonight. I could command it because I am not the blood. Because I was born to inherit the throne, I can call upon powers higher than my own. I don't really know how it works, but I suppose in that moment I became more than just princess over the blood. I became empress of the blood, creatures like him, the very nature around us. I don't know how I did it. I've only ever heard stories about it before. We should return. Mom should already be back at the crossroad. Wouldn't want to worry her. Can I lean on you? Whatever I did took everything out of me. Thanks. It's okay. You don't need to apologize. This ritual isn't an easy one. You got scared and confused and you froze. Got to you in time, so it's all okay. Keep an eye out for any visions. But remember, don't interact with any you see. No, these visions are meant for you, not for me. I'll keep my eyes closed.
Fadir, vad fått det hit? Det är 9 dagar kvar innan elden behöver matas. Och jag vet att folk inte tycker om att vara innanför studsmurarna. Varför blev jag inte informerad om din ankomst?
Är du redan tillbaka? Kom Fadir, jag har gjort en grej.
Inte nu, prinsessa.
Fadir?
Mona, Modera blodet. Jag ber till dig. Se sanningen. Han är inte din man längre. Din man är död.
Vet din plats. Fadir är död.
I've already helped you more than enough.
Du lovade. Om jag gör detta kommer ingen av oss vara säkra. Min familj behöver skydd. Alla är med barn. Jag kan inte lämna kvar de har.
Mamma, vad pratar han om?
Odrua de inte zima. Allt kommer bli okej.
Fadir, vad gör du i min tronsal?
Mamma, vad håller Fadir på med?
Jag kommer förgöra ondskan som spirits bland oss allt för länge.
Zima,
Bechtel.
gå till ditt rum. No.
Ännu bättre. Svikari, Fadir Afghadet har vänt sig mot kronan. Ta hand om honom.
Is it time, at last?
Ja.
Vad håller han på med? Jag gillar inte det här. Få dem att gå. Mamma, jag är rädd.
Shh. Allt kommer bli okej.
So this is it, huh? My most trusted turning on me. The one who feeds the fire. The one who knows the royal secrets yet kept his tongue. And worst of all, my wife. Why don't you come and finish it already? Cowards, all of you. Cowards who can't even do what they set out to do. Fadir, jag känner dig. Du kommer inte förråda din kejsare. Du kommer inte förråda ditt folk.
Fadir?
Vänta.
But they're coming.
Now!
Nej! Du kan inte tvinga mig att återvända.
Dita är inte upp till dig återvälja. Du är blodet prinsessa. Du var siden och till dehonen I dina ordrar. Du ska lära dig om ditt arv.
Fast det är jag ju inte. Du är inte min mamma. Trots att jag har övertygat dig själva motsatsen. Min riktiga mamma kom från traditionen. Jag har ingenting med seden att göra. Du kan inte tvinga mig. Om du försöker kommer du aldrig att se mitt ansikte igen. Jag hatar alla regler och etiketter. Vad får jag göra? Vad får jag inte göra? Jag hatar det!
Thank you for doing this.
I promised you, didn't I, to keep you three safe? What will happen to the guard now that Fadir is gone?
My guess would be that Brinjar takes over. Though what happens if he were to die is anyone's guess. What's important, though, is that Alif is kept out of this.
They will grow up out of the tradition. Free.
Hilda,
What is it, Motor?
I don't know how much Fadir has told you about my past.
Not much. Why?
Before I became Mother of the Blood, I was a priestess. In the Sied, the bravest and perhaps the most foolish of us do a ritual that lets us see the future during the winter solstice.
What does this have to do with me?
Your child will die before they draw their first breath.
I don't understand.
It's fated that on June 22nd, a soul must leave this earth. There is a way to save Alif and protect them from being discovered by the guard. You must give up your life in exchange. I know this is all a lot. Take this. Keep it under your pillow. If you decide to save your child, send it back to me. This spell will be strong enough to keep Fadir and your child safe as long as their parents are alive.
So if Fadir were to die...
The spell would be broken, but until then, no one but those who you invite will be able to find your family. Think about it, Hilda. You don't have to decide tonight. You've still got 3 months before it's time.
I knew you'd come. It was fated. Welcome home, Alif.
No. You misunderstand completely. We are not rebuilding the Empire. The Empire was flawed to begin with. Just look at the blood fire. That was the very key to how Midwinter could spread so quickly to begin with.
Aren't you listening? She is the source. It spreads from her.
Not possible. Alif, make your girlfriend see the truth. Your father ended it when he killed the Emperor.
Huh? No, I didn't say anything. Oh. It must have been a vision I appeared in. No, don't tell me. It's not good to talk about visions unless absolutely necessary. They are only meant for your eyes and ears.
About time, I was starting to wonder what had... Sima, what did that thing do to your arm?
Don't worry about it. It's just a scratch.
Just a scratch? You know better than that. Alif, by the look on your face, you know what happened. Spill it. Idiots. I'll patch you up to the best of my abilities once we get back home. Come on now. We're expecting visitors.
More from the village. I thought they didn't go out tonight.
They don't. But Inyar is coming, and he's bringing the rest of the guard. I don't want either of you to mention this little adventure of ours. But Inyar isn't too fond of solstice rituals.